Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Tottenham Hotspur 5, Everton 0. Absolutely superb. You know, no other words to describe it. It was fantastic. It was phenomenal. It was just a brilliant performance from Tottenham Hotspur. And one I honestly believe barely any fans expected. Now, I came into this game thinking, you know, Everton, they're in a relegation battle. They need something here. It's not going to be an easy game at all. It's going to be a real tough, scrappy game where we might just pick up 3 points or a point or whatever. But it was nothing like that. Everton pressed us from the start. As I say, we dealt with it brilliantly. Free-flowing, quick, liquid football in all honesty. One-touch bang, passing. And look, we took our chances. And yeah, as soon as we scored that third goal in the first half, the game was over. I mean, you need to take your chances against these teams. And if we don't score, that early goal, with a cross in from Sessegnon, it could have gone a completely different way this game. Because I don't even think we were brilliant. I don't think we were absolutely fantastic. I just think Everton were really shockingly bad. Shockingly bad. And it's mental how different a team can be when they play home and when they play away. You see these lot at home, 3-0 win against Leeds, then away, just get dominated by Southampton in a 2-0 loss. Then at home, give a real good fight to the Premier League champions, narrowly losing to City where they should have had a penalty and drew that game. And now playing away against Spurs, as I say, a real inconsistent team from an Evertonian's perspective, and just get absolutely smashed. Absolutely smashed. I don't understand it. I say being a Spurs fan is painful. Must be even worse for Everton fans. And I know we can take the mick and say I don't care, but in all honesty, I do feel sort of sorry for those fans who have travelled all the way from Merseyside up to North London to see their team perform like that. It was absolutely pathetic from Everton. But I don't even think, at the same time, we didn't allow them to get chances. We didn't allow them to have a shot on target. I thought our defence, it was rock solid at the back. We weren't conceding anything. We didn't let them have any chances, any real shots, any real efforts at goal. Our midfield today, absolutely phenomenal. With the wing backs, I'll get to them in a second, especially one of them, Matt Doherty, with an outstanding performance today. And then up front, clinical, taking our chances. Kane dropping deep as he usually does now. And yeah, it's a huge 3 points. Certain player performances that, really stood out to me. Matt Doherty, Rodrigo Bentancur and Harry Kane. I think those three players today, Kulusevski definitely in the mix. He was brilliant. Dyer, I think every player was phenomenal. But Rodrigo Bentancur, well, actually, not really Bentancur, more Højbjerg. I think Højbjerg, both of them were quality in midfield. But I think Højbjerg, Doherty and Kane were our best three players on the pitch today. I thought Højbjerg just dominated that midfield, turned on it constantly, played some fantastic passes, as I say, calmed it down at times, put in some brilliant challenges. He got his entire game today absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. And him and Bentancur linked up so well. And it goes to show how crucial Bentancur is to our team as well, and how much of an influence he does have on the likes of Højbjerg or who he's playing next to. But look, they were brilliant. Matt Doherty, that's two Premier League performances. He wasn't brilliant against Borough, but that's two Premier League performances in a row where he's been really good. Scored a goal against Leeds, but tonight he was even better. I thought the passes he played, especially that Kane assist when we made it 3-0 before half-time. Brilliant pass. I say, he was phenomenal today. And how can we not talk about the man of the match by a country mile? How can we not talk about the man who, by facts and by statistics now, is the best striker in North London, who has passed Thierry Henry's Premier League record, all-time goal-scoring record as a whole, Mr. Sir Harry Kane himself. It was outstanding again from him. It was outstanding again from him. Phenomenal against City, dropped off a bit against Burnley, phenomenal against Leeds, and great again today. Absolutely brilliant performance from Harry Kane. The way he dropped deep, the way he's some of the passes he played, man. It was so unlucky for Son to, not catch on to a couple of them, but dropping deep, constantly playing big passes, contributing to the midfield, to the attack, making it go quicker, and then dropping in the box. And look, his 2 goals today. The first one is a clinical finish, and the second one's a great ball over the top. I believe it's from Højbjerg, or it's Doherty. It's lifted over, And it's just so good. It's carbon copy from Leeds. You know, probably even better because it's a tougher angle. But he was phenomenal today, and the whole team was. And look, you know, anything can happen in the cup competition. That's not me dismissing that we shouldn't have beat Middlesbrough and whatever, because we should have won that game. There's no excuses. That's another year gone by without a trophy, right? There's no papering over cracks with that. There's no papering over the cracks that there are issues in the ownership and in the club as a whole. But we've said for so long we need that little bit of consistency. We need at least 2 wins in a row, you know, because we get the win against Man City, but then we go and lose against Burnley, then we get the win against Leeds, and I thought we need to get 2 games in a row. With Arsenal picking up more points, we need consistency, because that's exactly what they've got right now. United are all over the shop. Arsenal have got real big consistency. And if we are in this top 4 race, which we definitely are looking at the table now, 3 points off Arsenal with 2 games in hand, one of them being then, one being Brighton, and they're 3 games in hand, at Chelsea, Liverpool and us. So we're well in this top 4 race, whether you want to disregard it and say whatever. We are well in it, but we needed consistency badly. We needed a couple games, you know, with a couple wins, and we've scored 9 goals with no answer in our last 2 games. And you've got to look at those 2 games. And I understand the opposition weren't brilliant in Everton and Leeds, but also says it from the point of view that those 2 teams needed a win. You know, the punditry, the odds were against us. People were talking about in that Leeds game how the city of Leeds need this victory. And we went on and we absolutely smashed them. And tonight, how Everton need to take advantage of the relegation battle. And we beat them again tonight. So you can't count us out in this top 4 race. And we could, if we, you know, I'll be happy if we get a draw away at Old Trafford. Because you got to look at it as, I believe we're 2 points off, 1 or 2 points off Manchester United right now. They've got no games in hand, we've got 2, right? Brighton, anything can happen, but we'll probably win that. I'll say probably, you never know with Tottenham, but we'll probably win that. So you've got to look at that, that's a 3 points. If we beat Manchester United, it could just come down to us and Arsenal. It's mad how this top 4 race can change, but I'll take a draw against United, a point there, keep on picking up points, as I say. It's away against United, and just win our game in hand. You know, I'd say win our games in hand. The Arsenal one's a completely different ball game, you know, because they're a top 4 contender, but just win that Brighton game. Just got to, even if it's a point, as disappointing as it is, get something out of that Brighton game and get something next weekend at Old Trafford. But look, very positive tonight. Huge win for the boys. Very chuffed for that. Hope you guys are also well chuffed for that performance. Take care of yourselves. All the best. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Harry Kane, best striker in North London. In Conte we trust. And as always, come on you Spurs. Enoch out. Come on. 5-0. Get in.